Okay, everybody. So you saw part A, brief clip about the food stamp. So basically, people were receiving additional food stamps due to the pandemic. Now that is set to end. And it made me think, okay, so if it's set to end, we have inflation, a higher number of VCs are saying, hey, they've been on a recession. Again, I think we're already here, my opinion. But with inflation, you're cutting down on the amount of food that they're getting. Have you seen the price of eggs and milk? Eggs are now, I've seen over $7. Over $7. And that now that is for the large. Over $7 for a carton of eggs. Add milk, close to 5. Maybe like I think I've seen like maybe 4, maybe a little over, maybe like 4.89. So you're looking at about $12. So how are these families going to make it? They say, oh, they should tighten up the belt. In most cases, it's already tight because if the belt strings, the purse strings weren't that tight, more than likely they wouldn't need the food stamps. But we got migrants here and they're throwing away food. Make it make sense. I want to know, what can the blue do for you, especially the people that really, really need the help. But we have migrants here. We can pay for hotels. We can pay for food. We can do all of that. And now you're telling the American citizens at a time when I think they can least afford it, you're going to have to make do with less. We're ending this. Again, I don't understand any woman. Oh my gosh. I don't understand any woman who would just, in this day and age, just having these kids, especially if you were single and on your own. I just can't wrap my head around it. These are very trying times, and we haven't seen the worst. More layoffs are coming. Hours are being cut. Some people have lost IT jobs. Oh, then they found another job. Now, of course, they wouldn't qualify for, the food stamps. But guess what? Their job is paying a lot less money. This person was making about 120. Okay. Got a job offer. Oh, great. Yeah, it's paying 65. Whoa, minus the taxes. So working class people, poor people, you got a job in the fast food industry. They've got other people that are new to this country, and they'll work for a lot less. Oh yeah, they'll do that. Work for a lot less. And then AI. Even restaurants, they got that robot. So what's going to happen then? From Walmart to even Family Dollar self-checkout. I've seen a Family Dollar, only one worker. And I've heard of some stores only have two. One person working out front and one person in the back. A self-checkout lane and one lane for a person to, I guess, to assist. So AI, all these new people come. I mean, you think about it. And now for those who may really need it, I just really feel sorry for the elderly. I do. I feel sorry mainly for the elderly. Why? Because the younger ones, especially, if it's in like Chicago, I feel for the decent people. But the behavior that we've seen exhibited in Chicago, I just don't have I just can go, oh, no, that's too bad to deal with it. But I'm afraid the other side is this right here because the kids are running wild and not raised properly. A lot of these women that's had these kids, yo, a chick just got prego. That's what it. Let's be real. Say it for what it is. It was like, well, she was in a loving marriage or relationship and it didn't work out. And yes, she had baby after baby after baby. So you deal with it. And the sad thing is how they will deal with it is through more crime. That's that part right there. More crime. So the benefits stop in March. As we have inflation, look at the food prices. So less food. The result, I think the crime is going to increase. And then don't forget, you're going to have altercations. Again, and if you notice, someone mentioned that in the comment section yesterday about how they're putting the migrants, they're not going to places like Iowa, Wyoming, of course not, West Virginia. Well, West Virginia is really, oh gosh, have you seen? That's crazy. But think about it. It's all done by design, I think. All by design. Limited resources, and let the people have at it. Mayor Lori Lightfoot, she didn't ask for any money for the food stamps for those citizens, but you need 54 million for for illegal immigrants. They want to say migrants, illegal immigrants. That's what it's illegal. So how do you see this turning out? Limited resources. People start to lose it. Crime will increase big time. Crime will increase big time. Anyway, let me know what you all think. And people say, oh, well, they can go ahead and plan. Plan with what? Again, I just feel for the elderly. The elderly, they should keep this, the benefits, the additional money. They should keep it. Plan with what? Only thing I can see, they can plan to get less food. May have to plan to go without. And maybe this might be a way for somebody to wake the hell up and smell the coffee to say, you know what? It doesn't pay this to be a single baby mama by a certified T-dot. It is not, it doesn't pay. But that's the only downside. A lot of good people will suffer. Don't forget all the crime and all the killing. Don't forget a lot of people have to take in other people into their families. Why? Because these little young black men commit all these crimes, and sometimes females too in the inner city. So they're having to take on a child here. The parent has died. The mother has died. The dad has died. The grandparent got to take on extra people, and they may need that help. But now it's over. That additional $95 a month, they may have to buy less meat, more fruits and vegetables. Have you priced steaks? $21, $30. Have you priced steaks in the grocery store? So how the heck do you have a family and you've got two steaks for $21 and $30 and it's two in a pack? And you have a whole family. What do? I guess make those two and then just cut them 4 pieces, stretch it out. This is where we are for some people. This is where we are for some people. So a family of four, if you need to get 4 steaks, then and it's cheaper than a restaurant, you'll easily be looking at, if you're lucky, between $40 and $60 to get 4 steaks. So it's about to get real. It is about to get real. Some people, that's why watch who you hitch your wagon with. The little things like this here may seem small. Oh, they can make do. Again, a lot of people have other circumstances. Winter beer is going to get more expensive. You think they already have. So we're going to have an issue with the Americans now, an issue with with unemployment. And some people have, there are jobs, but sometimes those jobs don't pay enough money, especially compared to the rent. So they can't afford some of the rent. You're working, but the paychecks are not keeping up with the bills, the cost of living. So we're gonna have more evictions, especially the Section 8 crowd. I'm sorry, if you're on Section 8, you might be in for a rude awakening. Section 8, they're getting rid of them. Some people now, many places don't want the voucher. They have people homeless now, got that voucher, but nobody wants it. Then what good is it? You're going to have that. Now you've got to cut the little increase for the food stamps. That's out. Who's to say they might not decrease it later? So can't afford a rent, a place to live, less money for food. And most people like that, they have more children than anybody, just a whole lot of kids running wild. What do you think is going to happen? What do you think is going to happen? You already know the answer. Crime. So don't be surprised, people, they've done it before, how they were stealing in Walgreens. I would not be surprised that now the grocery stores may experience people just losing it and just start stealing food. Just start stealing food, get really desperate. We've seen them put steaks down their pants. Oh gosh, kind of sad. And then they come and take them and pull it out the pants and put it back. That's why I'm different. Whenever I buy meat like that, call it whatever you want. It may not be a big deal to you, but I always, not sometimes, all the time, I always take baby wipes. Always. I take baby wipes and I just wipe the package down all the time. I wipe it down. Since I saw that video of that man having and a woman too, putting the steaks inside their pants, and then they got caught, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it was in your, oh, okay. Kind of freaked me out. But this here, things like this here may seem small to some people. No, 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 it's major. It can have a major effect. A major effect. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. Simply Said here on YouTube, and I'm out.